from Rock and Real Reviews, and I'm here in Glasgow with CJ from Thy Art Is Murder. How are you doing?
Good man, good. How are you?
Good. I'm good, thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for taking the time to do this interview.
No worries, anytime.
Much appreciated. You guys are currently on tour with Thy Art Is Murder, Ijian and Aversion's Crown.
And Heart of a Coward.
Oh yeah, Heart of a Coward as well, how to forget. How's the tour been so far?
Ridiculous, man. It's our 4th time in Europe. And I think at least like 80% of the shows have sold out. Yeah. And tonight sold out, last night sold out, last 4 nights in a row have sold out. It's ridiculous. Tomorrow sold out, London sold out already.
That's crazy.
So it's you know, for a headline tour to come over here in winter and, you know, be so far from home, and you know, we still, I don't think, have reached our full potential to sell out venue after venue after venue every night. Is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's great. It's a pretty packed bill though as well, you know, the bands that are on this bill are...
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, top notch. Your last release, 8, came out 2012, 2013, depending on where you were. I reviewed the album from the website, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was an amazing album. One of my favourite things about the album was the production on the album. It just sounded massive. Yeah. You worked with Will Putney on the production.
Will from the Machine Shop in Jersey.
Yeah. Did you guys pick him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you? Oh yeah. Cool.
And it was cool too because we were like contemplating going to 3 different producers like a year before we decided to record the album, and then we approached Will just to see what he would say, and then he emailed us back in the same day and was saying that he was a big fan of our previous stuff and he really wanted to work with us, and it was an easy decision to go with Will. Like, his previous work has been amazing, and to have a producer that really likes our band, and he also plays in a similar band, being in Fit for an Autopsy as well. So we figured, we'll give Will a crack and give him a go, see how it goes, and by the end of the 5 weeks in the studio, we become best friends with Will and his wife Marissa, everybody at the Machine Shop, and we believe that he's going to be the next biggest producer in the world for any style of music. He's ridiculous.
Do you see yourself working again with them in the future?
Yeah, we record our new album this year with Will again. Oh, cool. So we'll have a release new album out somewhat in the second half of this year.
Ah, nice. So is the album written, or are you still working on it?
We're still working on it. We've got like 7 or 8 like songs musically written so far. Oh, cool. Our bass player Sean DeLando writes the majority of it as well, and our guitarist Andy Marsh also adds his touches to it. We'll write lyrics all together when we're in the studio after the music's written and everything's placed in, so we can write the lyrics to fit the songs.
Nice one.
So yeah, I'm psyched to go back and spend like a month and a half recording the new album. So don't know what it's going to be called, don't know anything yet, but the stuff that Sean and Marshy have written so far is ridiculous.
Cool. How would you describe it compared to Hate? Is it?
It's like Hate, but a lot darker, a lot more like emotion to it as well. There's a lot more feel, where Hate is just destructive and heavy and violent, where the new stuff is the same, but I feel that the new stuff, what I gather from it is it's a lot more emotional and dark and depressive, like, so it's cool. Like, it's going to be something different from us, and what we try to do with every new record is change it up a little bit, still keep the artist elements, but then add other elements to it. So, you know, I hate when you listen to a band and you have a back catalogue of a band and every album sounds the same. They haven't like gone out of their comfort zone, they've just stayed with what works for them. They haven't tried anything. So really it could be hit or miss with this album. People might not grasp what we're trying to achieve, or it could just, people like with Hate, it could just explode. So you know, Nuclear Blast, our record label, has big plans for the release, big promotional, and we're going to try and release it worldwide on the same day, so everybody gets it straight away. So we're fucking excited, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. We were just at the end of last year, we interviewed the guys from North Lane.
Yeah, good friends of ours.
Yeah, and we're talking to them about the Australian metal scene. And how there seems to be a lot of bands now starting to make big waves over in the UK. Is there any bands that you know of in Australia that you think are going to start to come, be bigger over here, or anyone you can recommend?
Yeah, well, we brought our friends in Aversion's Crown with us. They're from Brisbane, Australia. They're very good friends of ours. Our guitarist Andy Marsh is recording their new album, and it sounds ridiculous. He's editing stuff while we're on the road and tour as well, so he's like working really hard on their new record. Boris the Blade as well, from Melbourne band. They're just about to release their new album on Siege of a Meter.
So it's cool band name, like that.
Yeah, Boris Blade, yeah, Snatch. So yeah, it's they're a ridiculously heavy band, violent, and very good friends of ours. And I know, like a band that's a little bit more soft ride. You know, they're bigger than Parkway in Australia, but they haven't made too much massive waves overseas yet, especially in Europe, is Amity Affliction.
Oh, yeah.
They're like more of a hard rock kind of band, but they're ridiculously good, very talented band. So check them out. And then, I don't know, I know when I have my friends see this interview, they're going to like butcher me because I didn't name their band, but there's so many.
Yeah.
And we're all so close as well because we only have 24 million people in our whole country, so everyone knows each other really well, and that's why I guess we stick tight.
Yeah.
You know, like us in North Lane.
Yeah.
Me and Sean, our bass player, we live in the same like suburbs as North Lane. We grew up playing local shows. I booked their first like 2 shows.
Awesome.
So you know, we've known those guys for like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, really nice guys.
yeah, super nice.
Are there any albums this year that you're looking forward to hearing? Anything that you've...
New Behemoth is coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I've heard that actually.
That's the only record I give a fuck about, like that's coming out. So New Behemoth, it doesn't matter what other record comes out this year, Behemoth will crush everything.
It's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a taste of their new stuff. We got to send their files because we're on the same label, so we've been listening to some of their new stuff before it's come out, and it's ridiculous. I just want to tour with them.
Yeah.
So they're the best band. Biggest inspiration for our band is Behemoth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll do really well actually when it comes out. But I've started to see some reviews coming up so far, and it seems to be
like 5 stars and everything. Yeah, it's nuts, man. They're such a crazy band.
Yeah. What about kind of non-metal stuff? Do you like listen to other styles and stuff when you're maybe just chilling or?
Yeah, we listen to a lot of stuff. Like at the moment, me personally, I've always listened to a lot of rap and a lot of hip hop, like Biggie, Immortal Technique. I've been listening to I listen to Lana Del Rey every time I have a shower. I don't know what it is, like I have this routine when I'm home where I have a shower with one candle on, all the lights off, and Lana Del Rey, and you know, I look after my hair, so I'll wash my hair, and it's kind of gay, but you know, like, it's not gay, gay's not a bad thing, it's kind of like, you know, pussy for a guy that's in like a death metal band sort of thing, but she's rad as fuck. But we listen to a lot of classic stuff as well, anything 80s, 90s, you know, just classic stuff, man. Yeah. We're big like Prince fans as well. What were we listening to the other day? Fuck, just everything, man. Like it's so strange when we talk to, especially European fans that only listen to black metal or death metal, and like they see us for the first time wearing Nikes and stuff, and they're like, "You don't look like how we think you look like." And I'm like, oh sorry, and then they'll hear me listening to Biggie, or I'm right into a DJ, he's actually from Scotland, Hudson Mohawk.
Right.
He's like a really, really cool DJ, and he's only a young bloke, and he won Scotland's Battle of the DJs when he was like 9 years old, and he's like the best DJ to come out of Scotland. And so I listen to a bit of him, and they'll be listening, what are you listening to? I'm like, oh, Hudson Mohawk, or Biggie, or something. So, you know, we're constantly surrounded by metal, and I think as a musician you should get out of your comfort zones and like, you know, learn to adapt to other musics as well. It's, you know, I think if you listen to only metal all the time, I think something's going to click and you might go a little crazy.
Do you, this is maybe to use your memory for this one, but do you remember the first album that you bought? And
yeah, it was the first album I bought was Nirvana Bleach. Right, I think it was Nirvana Bleach or Nevermind. It was either one of them. The first single I bought was Too Unlimited. Do you remember them? Dun, 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 dun. That's the first single I bought. But yeah, it was either Bleach or Nevermind by Nirvana.
Do you think any of them influenced you to become a musician? Or?
Definitely Nirvana, and I'd say like Deftones, Korn, Limp Bizkit were probably the biggest bands that I listened to when I was young. Like I listened to Nirvana for like 4 years and nothing else other than like the stuff my parents gave me, like Cat Stevens and just a whole bunch of other stuff as well. But like Nirvana was the first band that I listened to and was like, this, I like this. And then new metal came along after the grunge stage. So when I was listening to all those bands, like I knew, you know, I wanted to do that. I actually wanted to be a football player. I played like semi-pro in Australia and did some trials in the UK. But yeah, I've always wanted to do music, and like going through the new metal stage as a young kid, like it's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a drummer, and you know, my parents wouldn't buy me a drum kit, and I just kind of fell into being a singer and worked my way up from there, and 30 years old in Scotland, and all I do is tour the world now, so it's awesome. Yeah.
Our website is all about kind of punk rock and metal, but we also cover movies as well.
Yep.
Are you much into movies? Have you seen anything?
We watched something today with Christian Bale called The Prestige.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, we watched that. That was rad as hell. So we're right into movies. Like our whole band, we've got like portable hard drives. We hook up to the Xbox in the vans. So if we're not playing FIFA, we're watching movies. So yeah, we're all movie buffs, man. My favourite movie is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, cool.
It's just, I've watched it maybe 100 times, and I think I could recite every line from the whole movie. And I love the soundtrack. I love the actors. The director, the guy himself, Hunter S. Thompson, that the movie was based on as well. So it's just, it's ridiculous. Just an amazing movie, but everything. A lot of British stuff as well, UK stuff, Trainspotting and Snatch, Lock, Stock, everything, man. Rise of the Foot Soldier, Green Street, anything football related for me is good.
Cool. Okay, a couple of questions left. One, if you were on a desert island and you could only have one album and one movie, could you pick one of each?
It'd have to be Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas as the movie, and then one album would probably be White Pony by the Deftones.
Nice.
Because it's just, I feel that is the most perfect album that has ever been written or recorded. It'd be either, see, up until a year ago, it was White Pony all the way through, so I'd have to sneak a secondary album down my jocks or something, which would be Dillinger Escape Plan's One of Us is a Killer.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Prancer. It's just that album. They're really good friends of ours. We met them 6 months ago, and I've loved them for 14 years, 13 years roughly, and now we're good friends with them. It's strange to be such good friends with a band that I've looked up to and really liked for such a long time. So their new album, Dillinger Escape Plan, Deftones, anything from either band would be fine.
Cool. So after this tour, what you guys got planned? Any other tours?
Yeah, dude, we don't stop. We haven't stopped for a year and a half now, and we're booked out for another 6 months. So I think from here we finish in London in a week's time, and then 8 hours after we walk off stage, we fly to Russia and Belarus for 5 days, playing a whole bunch of shows there with the Booking Machine, our friend Ilya. And then we fly home. We'll be home for 6 days. So I have 6 days off, and then we do a Soundwave Festival, which is every major city in Australia. Green Day, Avenged Sevenfold headlining. It's kind of like the Download of Australia. It's massive. So it's 120 bands or something. It's all day, all night. It's crazy. So we're playing that with a lot of our good friends from Australia and overseas. And then 2 days after that, we fly straight to the States. We do an Amur tour with Amur Volumes Us, Gideon Sworn In. That goes for 5 weeks, as well as big festival shows in Texas with South by So What. And then we do the Extreme Thing Festival in Las Vegas with Bring Me the Horizon, Mice of Men, stuff like that. I think Asking Alexandria, maybe, I forget what it is, but a whole lot of festivals. We've got our own headline tour through Canada. Got a couple of big festivals in New York. We're doing New England Metal Fest in Boston, Massachusetts, and then we record. So, and then we go home. We do a big tour, and then I think we might have some time off. So I'm hoping for time off. I love what I do, but I can't remember being home for any longer than a month or any longer than 3 weeks in the last year and a half. So I miss my girl. We all miss our families, our partners, our pets and stuff. So, and just my bed and my PlayStation with FIFA, just laying in bed, just the simple things. I miss fishing as well a lot. So, but yeah, I love life on the road, and Europe and UK especially is really good to us. So we never dislike coming over here because everyone's so nice. Catering's pretty good usually. The shows are always crazy, as 80% of this tour is sold out. So we love it, man.
Awesome. Well, CJ, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated, my man.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Check out Thy Artist Murder. New album's out. It's called Hate. It's out on Nuclear Blast Records. Cheers.